July 6th, 2026. A humid afternoon in Dallas. A 41-year-old man stands on a football pitch, clutching his captain's armband in his fist, fighting back tears, turning slowly, one last time to applaud a stadium that's applauding him. Cristiano Ronaldo has just achieved something no footballer in history has ever done. And somehow, he's leaving with nothing. This is the story of the greatest almost in football. It begins on a volcanic island in the Atlantic. Funchal, Madeira, 1985. A tin-roofed house so small that Cristiano shared a room with his brother and two sisters. His mother, Dolores, cleaned houses and cooked to feed 4 children. Years later, in her own memoir, she confessed something that shocked the world. The pregnancy was so hard, so poorly timed, that she almost didn't go through with it. Today, she calls him her miracle. The boy, who almost never was, became the most famous face on planet Earth. His father, José Diniz, was the kit man at the tiny local club where Cristiano first kicked a ball. He was also fighting a battle with alcohol that he would eventually lose. Cristiano has said he barely ever had a real conversation with his father, and that a part of him has chased his father's pride in every stadium since. José died in 2005. He saw his son reach Manchester. He never saw him become the best in the world. At 12 years old, Sporting Lisbon came calling. On the mainland, across the ocean. His mother let him go. Picture it. A 12-year-old, alone, on a plane, leaving his entire world behind. At the academy, the other boys mocked his island accent until he cried. He'd call home from the hallway payphone, sobbing, begging. His mother's answer never changed. Stay. Suffer now, so we never suffer again. At 12 years old, Sporting Lisbon came calling. On the mainland, across the ocean. His mother let him go. Picture it. A 12-year-old, alone, on a plane, leaving his entire world behind. At the academy, the other boys mocked his island accent until he cried. He'd call home from the hallway payphone, sobbing, begging. His mother's answer never changed. Stay. Suffer now, so we never suffer again. Then, at 15, the secret that nearly ended everything before it began. Doctors discovered his heart was racing dangerously, even at rest. He needed surgery, a laser procedure. One operation stood between the world and Cristiano Ronaldo ever existing. It worked. Weeks later, he was training again. And this time, nothing on earth could slow him down. You know the montage. Manchester United at 18. Real Madrid for a world record. 5 Ballon d'Or. 5 Champions Leagues. And in 2016, the night that defines him, he tore his knee in the Euro final, left on a stretcher in tears, then returned to the touchline and coached Portugal to the trophy, like a man possessed, screaming, limping, willing his country over the line. Portugal's first ever major title, his fingerprints on every second of it, without kicking a ball. But one trophy tormented him. 2006, semi-final heartbreak at 21. 2010, knocked out by Spain. 2014, 2018, the hat trick against Spain that shook the earth. 2022, eliminated by Morocco, crying in the tunnel. And then 2026, one last try at 41. In the group stage, he scored twice against Uzbekistan and made history that will likely never be touched. The only human being to score in 6 different World Cups, 6 tournaments, 2 decades. Nobody, not Pelé, not Maradona, not Messi, ever did it. And through it all, life kept testing him in ways no trophy could fix. In April 2022, Cristiano and his partner Georgina lost their newborn baby boy, Angel. The hardest moment, he said, that any parent can live. Days later, at the stadium of his fiercest rivals, something extraordinary happened. In the 7th minute, his number, the entire crowd rose and sang for him. 60,000 rivals, singing him through the darkness. For 1 minute, football had no enemies. Dapo, Georgina Rodriguez, the woman beside him through it all, wasn't a celebrity when they met. She was working behind the counter of a Madrid boutique in 2016 when Cristiano walked in. A decade, 5 children raised together, and 1 ring later, she's the anchor of his empire. And in the stands in Dallas sat the full circle: Georgina, the kids, and Dolores, the mother who once scrubbed floors, watching her miracle say goodbye. Round of 16, Portugal versus Spain, the ghost that has haunted him since 2010. He played every minute. He fired shots on target at 41 years old. And then, in the 91st minute, stoppage time, Mikel Merino broke Portuguese hearts. 1 goal, game over, tournament over, 20 years of World Cup dreams. Over, he confirmed it afterward. This was his last World Cup. He said he gave everything and leaves with a clear conscience. But when they asked if he was done with Portugal forever, he refused to say it. He doesn't make decisions, he said, in the heat of the moment.
A boy who almost wasn't born. A heart that almost stopped at 15. A father he couldn't save, and a son he couldn't keep. And still, 6 World Cups, and a name that made the whole planet watch. The trophy stayed away. The legend never will. Subscribe, because next week, the man who has the trophy and is haunted anyway. Bapira's story is stranger than both.